Hello everybody, Scratch Off Ticket Man here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Got a couple scratch tickets here today. Hopefully one of them's a ticket to getting us out of debt. Got bingo, 50 grand. Sounds like a plan. Cash for life, $1,000 a week. That'd be pretty sweet. Let's go. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope we have at least having a better day than I've had where I'm from the last couple of days with all the way into my thoughts to everybody that's dealing with things like flooded basements and stuff like that. It's just terrible. That's the idea. Well, your life is all of a sudden it's underwater. It's one thing to have like an investment or like your finances underwater. It's another thing to actually like have your clothes, your bed, the Xbox, all that kind of stuff underwater. It's just terrible, terrible thinking about that. So my thoughts are for those people, those that are dealing with that right now. We were talking yesterday. We were talking about the idea of this preparedness. This, because the power was out here for where I was, it was power was out for like 10 hours. So the idea of this being prepared and some obvious ones that we want to have, and this kind of the irony of things. The idea of needing to have water. So the idea, well, you still want to have water on hand, be a bottled water or just another container or vessel of some sort. Good to have that. But the idea of having some battery backups, because once your cell phone's dead, oh, it's tough. It's tough because that's like your lifeline to everybody. And you can't be on. I'm still calling it this. I'm still calling it Twitter. You can't be on Twitter to find out what's going on, or Instagram. Instagram is actually terrible, terrible for news. Because Instagram's like, hey, let's show you this from 2018. It's like, no, can we search something and see what's going on like now? It's not for news. Instagram is just awful platform. It's brain rot in there. Anyways, personal thoughts and opinions on that one. But the idea of you want to have water, you want to have some batteries, you want to have food. Another thing too that I would probably put in my kit, you want to have a blanket or something like that. Even though it's been pretty hot lately. Just the idea, well, have something that you can cover yourself up with. If it does get cold, you can use the pillow if you do need to like kind of get out and do something. Not all prepper stuff we're talking about, but I was kind of laughing at myself. The idea, just like when things are going sideways, like most people don't really think that's 47, not 57. You silly goose. Gee. We'll have to just hang on. Hopefully, there's a 57 in here. Um, but the idea that like most people times when people are like prepping for things, they're thinking like, oh, power outage or like there's an ice storm or tornado or hurricane, just all these things that we can kind of like. There's some loose plans that we can kind of get around, but the idea is just infrastructure and we can kind of get it back. But I started laughing at myself and just I love like the zombie shows. I think zombie shows are hilarious. Just how they kind of portray zombies and all the kind of different zombies that actually are and stuff like that. But just the idea of like if we were dealing with like a zombie outbreak, number one, how long is it gonna be until people are like, "Hey, we got zombies." Like this is a real thing because it takes people a while to like actually catch up to the reality of the news. I don't want to go into a whole "don't look up," uh, you know, diatribe, a monologue about this kind of stuff about society and whatnot. But just the idea, like the first 48 hours, if and when we get zombies, is probably going to be hilarious because you're going to clearly look back and go, "How did we miss that? How did we not see that those were zombies here?" Like Shaun of the Dead did an amazing job, kind of like especially when you watch it the second time and you see how people are acting like on the bus and on the street and stuff like that. Not to spoil it, it's an older movie. It's a great movie. But the idea, just like how people are acting early on in the movie, and then later on, once they get the zombies, and you're just like, oh, it's kind of like just enough not zombies. So when you got to zombies, you're like, oh, of course it's zombies now. But you're gonna have a lot of people be like, there's no zombies, and they're gonna get eaten right in front of you, sort of thing. So just be heads up for that. But just the idea of like preparedness. Did we get a 43 here? Just the idea of preparedness. Oh, different 43. The idea of preparedness is like you're still gonna want to have water if we have zombies. Like people don't last very long without water. But the idea, with food, people don't last very long without food either. But like battery backup, it's like the infrastructure is going to be so broken so quickly that it might not matter if you have your cell phone for very long. Like obviously have some, but like some battery, but at the same time, it probably doesn't matter that much. Like these days, sort of thing, because zombies are going to be a main thing. And then like I was thinking about it, and it's like, you know, really high on the list is like something to defend yourself with. And just the idea, it's funny in zombie shows because like zombie shows love shooting at zombies, but like usually the gunshots are gonna attract a whole bunch more zombies. So now you went from like dealing with one zombie to like a whole bunch of zombies and possibly like a horde zombies. And if they're fast zombies, then you're in trouble. You're like super double in trouble. And if they can climb, then you're just up to your ear holes in trouble at this point. If all this stuff can kind of come together in a way where it is not to your, it's not advantageous to you, or to your advantage. That's the word I was looking for, and the pronunciation of it. That's okay. But just the idea, like you're looking for weapons and stuff like that, and it's like, you know, we all laugh. We laugh at the guy with the neckbeard and the fedora and the sword on the mantle. But sword on the mantle is going to come in pretty handy if we get zombies. It's quiet and it can cut through stuff, and you can probably defend yourself pretty good. And let's be honest, fedora guy's probably practicing at least a few times a week with that sword on the mantle sort of thing. So not to generalize, but just the idea was they may have some shortcomings. Um, they've been they were sharp enough to have that sword on the mantle. So where I'm going with this is like keep that in mind with some friends that have swords, because maybe you don't want to have a sword, but having a friend with a sword could be handy. It's kind of like a pool in summer. Like it's good to have a friend with a pool in summer. It's like if there's a zombie apocalypse, like, it's good to have a friend with a sword, sort of thing. Same with baseball bats. I was thinking about that one too. It's like it's not suspicious if you go buy a baseball bat, especially if you're wearing a baseball hat, or like some type of like baseball team or something like that. Then it'd probably be like, oh, it's totally normal. You're just buying a baseball bat. That'd be good. And I like in zombie games and stuff like that. Like was it Dead Island and like Left 4 Dead and uh Dying Light, like those games are like that. Dying Light's awesome, by the way. But there's the idea like there's the baseball bat and like they'll like put barbed wire or put like a nail in it. A nail in the baseball bat's pretty good. Like it wasn't the baseball bat wasn't enough as it is, but like let's stick a nail in this thing. Let's make this thing do some serious damage here. So yeah, just some silent cutting weapons or like blunt weapons would be probably pretty good to have. Last time I was just thinking about this too. It's just like why does everyone go for the guns? It's like because everyone thinks that the gun's gonna like help them, you know, because you can attack the zombie from a distance. And while it does make a lot of sense, if you watch a few zombie movies, there's the one thing, especially if there's other people around. Once everything really hits the fan, you're not worrying about the zombies anymore. You're worrying about other people, and other people. That's kind of unfortunately where the guns come in handy. It's gonna get if we get zombies, it's gonna get really ugly. It's gonna get really ugly. Water and food are one thing, but other people trying to fend for themselves, they're gonna get pretty ugly. All right, I think we got through this. Okay, let's see where we're at here on this bingo card here. It looks pretty good. It looks like we had pretty good. We missed, so with 30 would have been good. 70, 13, 10. 10 would have been sweet. Any of these, oh, there's so like this one was looking pretty good. There's no extra scratch on this one. Okay, well, not too bad. That's the way I try to justify to myself that we did okay. Reminder to like and subscribe if you want to help support the channel. Let's move on to Crash for Life here. $1,000 a week. Pretty sweet. Hope everyone's got some plans this weekend. Hopefully your plan this weekend isn't taking everything that's all soaked from your basement apartment out to the curb. Oh, that's gonna suck. 40, 40. Oh, I thought we had $4 there. I thought we did. Oh, a couple lives there. This is the big one. This is the big one right here. If you're gonna win on one of these, it's gonna be on one of these ones. $40, $30, $20. No, that's okay. Can't win them all. To be honest, we don't really win any of them very often, but that's okay. Oh, $40. No. All right, 2 games left. 2 games left. I wonder if there's a zombie scratch off ticket I can get. I could get behind that. Number 1, is it available? Number 2, how much does it cost? All right. Not looking like much has happened on Cash for Life today. That's okay. Just gonna happy scratch. I'm smooth scratching for a second here. All right. Not looking like much luck's coming up today. That's all right. Cash for Life and bingo. Way she goes. Hopefully everyone had a good time. And yeah, just thinking about, again, just survival stuff. But then there's second level survival stuff when we start talking about zombies and whatnot. These are the things that I think about in a day. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. See you in the next one. Good luck out there.